Today I'm talking about ha bitch. It's like, all right, what's good, y'all? Another one of that Say So TV gang. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back and checking. Fuck. All right, what's good, y'all? It's another one of that Say So TV. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so today I am with the how to keep a man, how to get and keep a man. All right, top 5 signs or top 5 traits. Oh, fuck. All right, so what's good, y'all? Another one of that Say So TV. And today I am back at y'all with, first of all, a new do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no. Nah, but I wanted to switch it up. And yeah, it fucked up my texture a bit, but you know how bleach do, but it's all good. This is that Babe calls it that Beyonce blonde, you know what I'm saying? I'll fuck with that. Like it really do look like her color too. But like I said, my dude's a beautician, so he wanted to try something new on me, so I went ahead and let him do it, and I love it. So I don't know, I might kind of stick with this for a minute. We gonna see, or I might switch the color up. So we gonna see. You know, I like to switch my shit up anyway, cause I don't really like to keep the same look too long. Plus, you know, niggas like it. My nigga like it. He like how I like to switch it up, cause it's like, you know, he get a different dude every now and then, you know. So hey, but all right, y'all. Here today, I'm talking about top 5 ways to keep a man, or to get and keep a man. I've been requested to make this, or just like basically what things am I doing to keep my boyfriend. I have been in a relationship for a while now. I'm very happy. It is a healthy relationship. This is, I would say, my second healthy relationship that I've had in my whole life, and honestly, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, I'll put it that way, but I do feel like this one might be the one. Like I feel it. He feels it. So wish me luck. Your boy definitely trying to get married. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get that ring. Trying to put a ring on it. So yeah, wish me luck. But I'm gonna give y'all some of the traits that you would like to have, or things that I've done to maintain my place and how I got in my place with him. So here we go. All right. Number 1. When you are on a date or on a hookup, and by the way, I will be smoking this episode, you know what I'm saying? All right, and so yeah, shit, y'all should spark up with me. You feel me? All right, so number 1 is when on a date or a hookup. All right, let's say the dude, let's say y'all go out to eat or whatever, or let's say y'all just go straight to his house, okay? Now this one's gonna be for if you go to his house, but I'm gonna go down the list and we'll get down to other scenarios. But if you go to a dude's house, let's say he's hosting you mobile, you go to his crib, right? Y'all do what y'all do, y'all have good conversation. I would recommend making sure you have great conversation. Actually get to know the dude first before you straight up have sex. Like, have a conversation with him that's impactful to him. Like, set yourself separate, be real, like, and have a real conversation. Like, talk to him like he's a human being. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, a lot of dudes never get nowhere because they treat every dude like they're just the next nigga or just another nigga. And nobody wants to be treated like they're just another number. You know what I'm saying? So that's number 1. Like, make sure that you're having a conversation with him, okay? That's meaningful, that has some substance in the conversation. Regardless of what that is, just go off of y'all's vibe, but have substance in the conversation, all right? If he leaves you in the crib after y'all's hookup, because I don't know about a lot of y'all, but me personally, I was always left in a nigga crib. Like, including my current dude, I was left in the crib after the, it was not necessarily left in the crib, but like, they get up and go to work the next morning, and he like, hey, you can chill if you want, you know what I'm saying? Just lock the door on your way out, or whoop de woo, whatever, you know what I'm saying? If the dude actually leaves you in the crib, here's what y'all do. All right, now I'm putting y'all up on some free ass game for real. Clean this nigga crib up. All right, like when I say clean the crib up, I'm talking about like straighten up. Like if you get out the bed, clean the bed up. You know what I'm saying? Straighten up the living room. Straighten up wherever y'all was at, whatever y'all was doing. The reason why I say clean the crib up or straighten the crib up is because you want to set yourself apart from the average in these beginning stages, because that's what's going to continue to be talked to continuously. You have to set yourself up apart from the average basic nigga that's coming over, getting fucked or fucking him, and then they're just going back home, or they're leaving and leaving everything the same way that they found it. Or, because basically I'm going to just tell you how a real man's going to internalize that is he got about 5-6 niggas on his roster. Okay, we all have that at all times before we get in a relationship for the most part, or at least the most common dude or attractive dude or high value dude has a numerous of niggas that he got on his roster, okay? What's gonna set you apart from the average nigga that comes over, gets fucked or fucks him and then leaves? What's gonna set you apart? What he's gonna think about is, all right, when he get off of work that night after he had got up and left the crib and he left you in it, what he's gonna think about when he get home is he gonna think about who his next little person he gonna want to hook up with or chill with, and you're gonna be the first one on that motherfucking on his mind. If you put the sex good down, if you got good conversation, that's why I say have good conversation, have some substance in the conversation, and y'all have good sex, that automatically will put you straight up in, and then you clean up the crib while he gone, that's gonna automatically make him go, oh, you know what, I want to chill with this nigga again, because see, if I go link up with so and so or Jay or you know what I'm saying, like some other nigga on my roster, I'm just gonna get some ass and that's it. Well, or some dick and that's it. But if I link up with this nigga, well then shit, I'm gonna get some ass, some dick. This nigga gonna clean up the crib. I'm gonna come home to a clean crib. Like, this is more like he got good conversation. You know what I'm saying? He talking to me. He asking me questions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you feel more like you're using your time more wisely. You know what I'm saying? So, that's number one, all right? Now, moving down to number 2. Give him compliments, all right? Stroke his ego, because niggas, we are egotistical, okay? No matter what sexuality you are in, men, nature has some ego on it and some pride on it. You know what I'm saying? So you want to stroke that a bit, because I'm telling you, if you not, somebody else is, and he's going to go get that motherfucker stroked from someone else. He may get it stroked from someone else anyway. But if you're not giving it, if you're not stroking it, trust and believe you will not be on that top list to be someone that he considers to cuff, make a main dude, or be a boyfriend, etc. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just about the ego, y'all. I know ego comes off like, oh, this is just some self-entitlement thing. It's also, he just needs to be acknowledged for his value, all right? I've noticed a lot of things that's going on with men now is that a lot of men, straight men, are complaining with women because they're not acknowledging their value. Basically, they'll complain all day. I've heard women complain all day about how niggas don't have shit, right? And then they'll meet like how they don't got no jobs, how they can't, like they Tyrone type dudes. Like they can't keep no job, they ain't got no car, they live with their peoples, their mamas and shit. So if you get a dude that has his own crib, own car, got a stable job, acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen females or people, period, be like, niggas don't have nothing. And then all of a sudden, they'll meet a dude that got the basic, the bare minimum, because having your own shit, being independent, is the bare minimum. Is what they call it. You know what I'm saying? But we see if it was the bare minimum, then most people would have it. That's not the average. So how is that the bare minimum anyway? But anyway, they'll call that the bare minimum. And girls or certain people who have an issue with being submissive or soft, they don't want to give you acknowledgement for your accomplishments of being where you are and being independent. That is still something to acknowledge. Quit acting like a nigga just supposed to have that. Because there's a lot of niggas out here that don't have none of that. So if you meet a dude that has his own shit and is independent, go ahead and acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? Stroke that nigga ego. Like, hey, babe, I see you. Like, you dope as fuck. You, no matter what you've been through and all the things that you done been through, you done overcame enough to where you have gotten to where you are. And I appreciate that. You're a real one for that. And you need to, you know, be happy, proud of yourself for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, give them words of encouragement and stuff. It's hard out here in this world. You got to be peace to this dude if you want to be chosen. All right? So, yeah, just, you know, give a nigga compliments and everything. People like that. You know what I'm saying? People go through a lot. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, moving down to number 3. Be someone that he can tell anything to and never repeat what he tells you to anyone. Okay? I cannot stress this enough. Whatever you and your dude go through, keep it between y'all. All right? Because that's going to build loyalty and trust within y'all's relationship. If this nigga hears that you, or something that he done told you comes back to him, I'm trying to tell you, you might get a friend back like that, but a real nigga, you're not going to get back like that. And you really shouldn't. If you're going around telling other people's business and shit anyway, as a friend, family member, any of that, but especially your dude, keep that shit. And this is within the relationship. This is within the dating period, within y'all fucking around with each other tough. You know what I'm saying? Do not let him confide in you and let that be where it stays. All right? Men love and need someone that they can depend on emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Women are the ones that like that financial shit. Men, we need a softer counterpart with the emotional maturity that we can trust, okay? I know that women need that too, but I'm just saying, more so, men need that more because us as men, we know we'll be independent if we gotta be. But what we need in somebody is that emotional maturity that you can be somebody I could trust and I could talk to and I can confide in. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big one as well. You know, you gotta have loyalty and trust, and that'll build that within him, with you being trustworthy for him to speak his passions to, his goals, his weaknesses, his fears. You know, you want to be that. Trust me, you want to be that. All right. Now moving down to number 4. Learn his love language and love him the way you love, but also in his love language, okay? And also teach him your love language. A lot of people fuck up loving someone or trying to love someone in their own love language, and you're not paying attention to the way that this person actually interprets love and receives it, okay? Learn the different kinds of love languages. There's love, there's words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, and touch. I think a lot of people may have all 4 of them, but regardless, you want to learn what they are and love him based on those love languages, okay? He'll appreciate you a lot more and he'll think of you more valuable that's an emotional maturity thing, all right? Just 100. Okay? And I know that my AC just kicked on, so, you know, don't even worry about that, but yeah. And so, what was that? Yeah, the reason why that's important is because, so for instance, someone thought that they knew that based on assuming or guessing. Like, that's why you want to get to know somebody, because when you go this popcorn route where you treat everybody like they're a number, you'll scheme over people and brush over shit in a general way where you'll start thinking people are who they present themselves to be, and that's not always the case. Like, just because I like clothes and shit, somebody, like, because I got swag, a lot of niggas might have thought that, oh, I need to, you know, you like materialistic, you know, your love language if I buy you some shit, you'll like me type shit. That's a love language. Well, that's not really one of my love languages, y'all, because I was raised up under money. I've always had everything I needed and everything I wanted. So it is somewhat of, I can acknowledge it as a love language, like, oh, I see you, you know what I'm saying? But because I never needed or wanted anything for real, it was never really a love language. That was something that was just common in my life. So I feel like you want to learn to do, because me, it's more quality of time. You know what I'm saying? It's more touch, like body contact and shit is more my love language. You know what I'm saying? Oh, acts of service was another one, is another love language. So like somebody who's used to doing everything on their own, I'll just give y'all some examples. Like an independent dude that you come around, he doing everything on his own, right? He may really appreciate acts of service more of a love language because this nigga don't got nobody helping him do shit. You know what I'm saying? So that could be a way to gauge that. All right, the nigga don't have nothing. Let's say he likes nice things, but he struggles and he's working hard. He might actually be one that appreciates the gift giving love language. Okay, if he's lonely, he's gonna want the touch, the body contact, the quality time. So those are things that you just want to gauge right there. All right. And now, last but not least, number 5. Be his piece, somewhat of his fantasy. Try to like be a fantasy, but fit into his fantasy as well, because men are like visionaries, and if we're scrolling up and down on Instagram all day and we see all these badass niggas and then you not one of them that we consider to be, or the type of swag he likes or the type that he likes, I think you want to be his type is what I'm trying to say. Like, you want to make sure you're his type, because if you're not his type, there's a lot of his type around, and that's gonna not keep his attention too long. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure not only are you going for your type, but you want someone that you're their type. Okay? So don't just go for your type. Make sure that's mutual. Okay? And provide something that he does not provide on his own. Like, I know that I just kind of said that on the last one, but what I mean more so is like, we all are going to take you feeling a void, or feeling, and I'm not saying a void in a way where it's a toxic way. I'm talking about if this dude works a lot and he don't get the time to cook, right? You should, if you cook for him, you're gonna be on a higher pedestal than the average other nigga. That's not providing anything that he can't already provide. If you're coming around with money and this nigga already got money, well, that ain't gonna be your strong point there. Okay? You're gonna need to, provide something he doesn't have. Maybe you need to be more somebody he can listen to. Maybe he don't have nobody he can trust and confide in. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he is struggling. Maybe he need a nigga that got a car at least or something. Maybe he need a nigga that, got a crib or something. Something. Like what I'm saying is, y'all, provide something that he cannot provide on his own. Okay? I know that this is something that a lot of people may feel like, well, you could get used. Well, how you know he ain't using you? Well, let me just break it to y'all. Relationships, you're going to be used. Okay? Every relationship. When you go to work, you're being used. If you couldn't do that job, you would not be there. If you were handicapped, they wouldn't have hired you. Okay? So, that's no different in a relationship. It's not necessarily like when y'all talking about used, understand that that's in a negative and a positive way. Someone using you in a negative way is using you, thinking they finessing you, not giving you anything in return and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's being used, and nobody should ever do that. Don't ever do that. If you notice that all your efforts are not being reciprocated in any way, cut that shit off, all right? But I'm talking about, you want to be useful, okay? If you're not useful, nobody's going to want to fuck with you, no way. You got to be useful. All right? So you want to be useful, to be used in a way where you are validated and valued in the relationship. Okay? So that's it for this one, y'all. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next one. I'm gonna go live here either today, tomorrow, or Sunday. Today's Friday. I'm gonna either go live today, tomorrow, or Sunday. So watch out for my post. I'm gonna make a post on YouTube with a picture stating what time I'm gonna go live, so that y'all can tune in. All right. So fuck with your boy and have y'all's questions and everything ready when y'all get on there too. All right. So I'll see y'all soon. Peace.